As you know, Rickey Henderson was traded by the New York Yankees to the Oakland A's yesterday. He arrived here a little while ago. He is traded in his Yankee pinstripe for the green and gold of the Oakland Athletics.
Okay.
Rickey did arrive late. He kept his fans and teammates waiting. He arrived just 90 minutes before the game. Most players arrive about 2.5 hours before the game. By the time Henderson got to the locker room, it was empty. All the players were out on the field. Rickey was greeted by fans as he took the field and began warming up. Meantime, in the parking lot, I spoke to fans to get their idea on the trade. It's a pretty good trade.
Hello, everybody. This is Gary Thorne with Joe Morgan, and welcome to Oakland. Magnificent day for baseball here as the A's and Toronto Blue Jays get set to go at it. Around the world of baseball, though, there's a lot of other things going on. Hamilton, Ohio is one place. Pete Rose is there, his suit against Major League Baseball, saying that the commissioner's hearing for Monday should not...
I think the hearing should go on. I think after the case is decided, then if you want to go to court, okay. But I think only a baseball person can understand the ramifications of what can happen if you do bet on baseball games.
All right, we've not been able to get a comment from anybody involved because that hearing before the judge is going to go on tomorrow. A much cheerier note, because one of the old faithful has returned home. Rickey Henderson is here, and he's going to start tonight the trade, of course, involving the New York Yankees. Joe talked with him before tonight's game about arriving home with a new number.
Oh, it's feel great to being back to Oakland, you know. The number, I'm going to probably have to talk to a few of the guys and see can I get that old number back. But right now, I'm just happy to be in Oakland.
You left New York. There are a lot of people upset back there. They didn't want you to leave, but are you happy to leave New York and come back to Oakland, or is it just part of the business?
It's really part of business, but I'm happy to come back to Oakland. I probably, if it was any team that I had to leave New York, I wanted to come back home, so I'm back home.
The applause you hear in the background is the announcement that Rickey Henderson is going to be leading off for the Oakland A's tonight. There were some boos here last night when the trade was announced. Tonight, a lot of cheers. Joe, what do you think?
Well, I think it's great for the Oakland A's. First of all, they feel a need by getting a guy in the leadoff spot who can get on base a lot, make a lot of things happen for the guys that follow in order. You have Canseco coming back pretty soon. I think they're going to have one of the most potent offenses in the major leagues.
Coming to bat in a close game because there's so many ways he could make a run, and now the prospect of him doing all that for us is very exciting. Our club's energized by it. You know, we were looking for an offensive lift, and he can help.
And there he is, the subject of all kinds of attention. There was some question whether or not he would get here in time for the game number one. The answer to that is obviously yes, as you see the Oakland fans responding. He did not get here in time to take batting practice. In fact, he walked out of the dugout just in time to see the A's picking up the balls and heading off. He did take some swings off the tee. There's no question it's a very big deal. And now the question is how it's going to work out with that trade to the New York Yankees. And Joe Morgan, he certainly brings speed and excitement to Oakland again.
Well, I think that's the key. He brings a lot of excitement with him. Rickey Henderson on first base is one of the most exciting things that happens in a baseball game. He looked like the Pied Piper when he was coming out today. All these people were following behind him, just trying to get a question in or get a view of him. And I tell you what, he can excite a lot of people, and I think he'll do that for the Oakland A's, especially the top of the order. They needed that. And that's not the place to throw sinker balls.
So here is the man of the moment, Rickey Henderson, back in the Oakland uniform. Having been traded, of course, in '84 after being here with the Oakland A's when he couldn't come to a contract agreement, and now traded right back the other way for virtually the same reason. He couldn't strike a deal with the New York Yankees this time around, and so he's now back in the Oakland uniform. And Tony La Russa, as you heard, is very excited about it as he takes. Playing him in the corner. Right down to the 330 line. Henderson's going to score another run. They're waving him around. Relay to McGriff. McGriff's throw to the plate will not be in time. And Rickey's home in more ways than one.
As you said, Rickey Henderson scores runs, and a lot of guys would not have been able to score on that double down the right field line. Henderson lines it down the right field line, but Gruber makes a good play by going over and picking it up very quickly. He gets it to the relay man as Rickey rounds second. McGriff bobbles it, and that allows Rickey to score without a play. And there you see him doing what he does best, and that's score runs.
And that ties the ball game up at 1-1. 36 RBIs for Dave Henderson, who delivered that double.